Hi class, in this video I'm going to hopefully briefly walk you through setting up your presentation in Canva and talk to you a little bit about how I'd like you to put that all together. That is discussed in some detail on the assignment page under Week 8 Final Design and Presentation, and I walk you through how I'd like you to set things up, the kind of slides that are required, and so on. It's also, the required slides are also on the rubric, which is linked off of the page if you click on this right here. In Canva, we are going to be using Canva's presentation software, which is really quite nice, especially because it allows you to create a screencast of your presentation, which Google Slides does not allow. PowerPoint does, but nobody really uses that anymore. And so we're going to be using that. So what you'll be doing is creating a blank presentation. And to that presentation, I would like you at first to add the guides, the 3x3 guide for the rule of thirds, which I've discussed in the introductory video for the week. Now, the purpose of this presentation is to describe the process of creating your poster and illuminate the decisions that you have made along the way about the designs you have done and the design concepts that you have employed. The presentation will be no more than 5 minutes long. It will have 12 slides total, as is outlined on the rubric. There are 7 required slides and then 5 required slides based on which of these design features you choose to highlight for your presentation. We are going to be using a minimalist design. By that I mean we are not going to be filling our slides with all sorts of words and stuff that distracts from the viewer's experience looking at a slide. Too many PowerPoint presentations are just filled with too many words, and it is just they're a disaster. It's an utter disaster. We are going to be relying on a minimalist design that takes into consideration placement within the rule of thirds and a narrative that does the bulk of the work of explaining what is being done or what the slides are showing. For your title slide, I'd like you to have a title like The Journey of a Poster or My Journey Through or My Design Decisions for My Poster and your name, as well as 3 screenshots of your poster at various stages. I did not take pictures of my poster at various stages, so I'm using these as stand-ins, but you should hopefully have your poster at various stages, and if you don't, you could just use these as stand-ins as well. And then your individual slides are going to present portions of your poster as screenshots. So you notice that I don't have the full actual poster here. I've taken a screenshot of a portion of it. I have placed the words, the primary word that I'm looking at, scale, at the intersection of the upper right grid. I've placed this on the rule of thirds grid line as well. And I have an arrow pointing to the portion of the slide that I want you to be paying attention to. I'm going to increase the weight of that. So these are the 3 components of your slides I want you to have. The image, one of them, the word that appears within this grid, within the rubric. So hierarchy, scale, balance, color selections, use of modular grid system, typeface headings, not this portion of it, color selections. Those will be the phrases that appear on the text on the right, or it could go underneath on the rule of thirds area, or it can go on the left-hand side as well. The arrows are designed to help illuminate for the viewer the kinds of things that you're going to be talking about in your narrative. So if you are talking about the way the F is shaped, or the nice feature of this A right here, or you like the curve of the lower T, that's what those arrows are designed to help you with. Same as on the scale. Here I'm talking about the scale of the camera being extremely large, so the arrow is pointing toward that. What's this one? The eye lines. I don't know why these moved slightly when I made a copy. The eye lines. Here I am showcasing how the original, or the way I conceived it, would be that the viewer would see first the camera and the title. They would move up to this portion of the content and then move down to this portion here. And in my narrative, I would describe that. But the eye lines and the numbers are helping tell that movement. So the only things that I want for you to have on your slides: the image, the phrase from the rubric, and the arrows. And if you need some numbers to help illuminate those arrows, that's perfectly fine. You can include those as well. Once you have created your presentation and you have written your narrative, and this is key, I want you to, and I'm going to blow myself up to emphasize this, I want you to have written down and printed out, or on your phone that you could read off of, a narrative that will take us from one slide to the next to the next. Do not wing this. Do not just pretend like you can just put it all together and just wing your narrative without any notes or anything written down. Don't even rely on notes. I want you to have the sentences written down so that you're reading those nice and clearly as you are moving the viewer from slide to slide. Winging it's not going to work. Have it completely prepared, written, so you know exactly what is going to be said on each particular slide. When you have reached the point where you've created all 12 of your slides, I've only got 4 here, but where you've got all 12 of them, you've got your screenshots, you've got your arrows, everything is written, it's very exciting, you're all excited, you will click on the word present. And you are going to then choose present and record, because you are going to be recording yourself giving this presentation. And I know people don't like to hear their voice, and I'm sorry you have to keep hearing my voice in these videos, and I have to listen to my voice when I'm checking over the video and so on. Get over it. You're just going to have to do it. So you're going to click present and record. And you can record ourselves. It's very exciting. You click next. And then again, you have to go to the recording studio. At this point here, you are going to be choosing your microphone. I've got this Yeti microphone connected. You are not expected to have an additional microphone. The audio just recorded through your default microphone is perfectly fine. I am not going to be assessing audio quality when I'm looking at your project. I am just going to be assessing your ideas. And that's the most important thing. So if there's an echo or scratchiness, that is okay with me. All right. You can choose to turn your camera off if you do not want your face in the corner, like mine is right over down here. Canva puts those up on the left. You can choose to have the camera on or off. I don't care. That is up to you, as long as the audio is going and we can hear it. From there, you click Start Recording. And here is where you are going to begin your narrative and describing your narrative. As you are describing that narrative, you will click the next button. It will take you to the next one. You will see that the grid lines are gone. You click on the next one, and you click on the next one, and so on. When you are done, it should be, as I said, less than 5 minutes. Do not go over 5 minutes. I will not listen beyond 5 minutes. In reality, I'd like it closer to 4 minutes. I've only got 12 slides here. You don't have to say a lot. Just be concise. You'll click End Recording. It'll take a few seconds to upload the recording, and then you are done. You're going to click Copy. You will then go to your discussion design journal for week 8, and you will type in presentation, and you can just paste in that link, or if you want to, you can highlight the word presentation, click the little link icon, and click apply, and that will be that. You're going to do the same thing for your final poster. You're going to write the word poster. You'll click share, copy link, go back to your design journal, and click on link, boom. And now when I go and take a look at your design journal for week 8, I will be able to click on this and open it up, and I'll be able to go and assess it. You can then click Save and Exit, or you can download it. It will be saved in your Canva. I would always recommend downloading it just so you have a copy of it in case something happens online. But it is a very, very easy process to do that. The challenge for you is going to be writing the narrative, keeping it concise, and describing your decisions. Why you chose the font, why you chose your eye lines, what you were trying to do with scale. What are the other ones that are on the rubric? How did you use your modular grid system? This one should include a cut picture of your design with the grid and pointing to different things. Who was your audience and message and display location? The color contrast that will have from the WebAIM color contrast, okay? So utilize this rubric and compose a narrative that showcases very nicely, but in a concise way, your design decisions. All right. So I'm looking forward to seeing your presentations and learning about those design decisions. If you have any questions or concerns about it as you're working on it, please let me know. Otherwise, have a great day. Thank you. Bye-bye.